So the main character, he has a boyfriend in the story. Well, 3 years prior to the storyline, for 3 years he's been dating somebody, and he thinks this person's cheating on him. So this person sooner or later becomes his ex-boyfriend, because his ex-boyfriend seems to have been spending quality time with the White Lotus. He spends a good portion of time with the White Lotus. White Lotus makes a bunch of posts about things him and the ex-boyfriend do together. Like, all of the White Lotus's post is all about the ex-boyfriend. When they play a video game together, him, the male lead, the White Lotus, and the ex-boyfriend completely drops the main character, even though this is not the kind of game the main character plays, sharpshooter games. Abandons the main character for the White Lotus. The person who's there to help and support the main character throughout the game is the male lead. And when he's supposed to pick up the main character, because the main character was visiting, I think, family, or was off somewhere and was returning back to campus, he abandoned the main character for the White Lotus because, quote unquote, the White Lotus got hurt and needed someone there for him, even though his boyfriend just returned back from wherever he was. And then when he invites the main character to his birthday event, which is at a karaoke bar, which is something the main character doesn't like because the main character's, I'm pretty sure, has ODC. He's very much needs to be clean, doesn't like dirty things, like, man can't handle it, which I don't blame him. But yeah, he goes to the bar. They don't order any, like, juice or water for him. He does not touch alcohol. He doesn't touch cigarettes. And he's there, and his boyfriend gets a whole present, the same present the main character bought for his boyfriend, by the White Lotus. Then he catches his boyfriend kissing, his ex-boyfriend kissing the White Lotus. Now, he says the White Lotus jumped him, but the main character's like, you could have pushed him off. You could have pushed him off. Luckily, the male lead was there to cover the main character's eye and protect him from seeing this. But, like, the main character points out when he's breaking up with his ex-boyfriend, he's like, you could have pushed him off of you. Like, you were full-on smacking with this dude long enough for me to see it and still continue to see it. Also, instead of telling the person to leave, you let him continue to be at your birthday party afterwards. And do not say you were drunk, because you didn't become drunk until after I left. I know, because your bestie, who's now my bestie, told me. So yeah. Also, when the main character found out that the White Lotus had confessed to the ex-boyfriend, but the ex-boyfriend still invited the White Lotus to his birthday thing, and the man still has contact with the White Lotus, the main character's like, yeah, no, this is cheating, because it is. Because it is. Like, I don't blame the main character for dumping him. Like, he deserves to be dumped. Also, the ex-boyfriend, he's annoying. He won't take no for an answer. Like, the main character even paid him back for everything he bought the main character the past 3 years in his relationship if he couldn't return the item because it's been used too much to be returned. Or, it was some sort of, like, food. The main character pays him back in money. He's like, we're done. The dude won't take the main character's no for an answer and the return of the gifts as an answer. He keeps trying to get hold of the main character, texting the main character, calling the main character, disturbing the main character at school. Like, man won't take a no. He doesn't think that they're fully broken up. He's like, we're broken up, but we'll get back together kind of stuff. Like, he's trying to gatekeep and gaslight the main character every time he sees the main character. He also told the main character that he cut off contact with the White Lotus when he didn't. He continues to have contact with the White Lotus, seeing the White Lotus, hanging out with the White Lotus. Like, dude, you're a POS. You can't sit there and chase after the main character while being all buddy-buddy with the White Lotus. No. The male lead is the ex-boyfriend's roommate. And let's just say the ex-boyfriend gets pleased when he finds out that the male lead is all over the main character and wants a relationship with the main character, because the male lead sees his opportunity to chase the main character, and once they broke up, he's like, he gonna be my wife now. He even tells his bestie, his friend, the male lead does, he tells this dude that he's gonna make the main character his wife, and the main character will be this dude's sister-in-law. Like, he full-on has attentions on making the main character his partner. And he finally confesses to the main character. He's like, yeah, we're gonna date. Like, he tells the main character his feelings because, he he became the main character's gaming companion and even charged the main character a price that wasn't even close to what he should have been paid. Like, he gave the main character a humongous discount to be the main character's gaming companion and wasn't taking orders from anybody else because he only wanted to be the main character's gaming companion because he wanted to spend time with the main character. And the main character didn't realize, and the main character's like, why did you become my gaming companion? Why did you become one just to be a gaming companion with me? And the Battle Lead's like, because I want to court you, because I like you. And later he tells the main character, can I court you? And the main character wants to say no, but doesn't fully say no. And the dude's like, well, I'll take this as a yes. Like, the male lead is chasing and he ain't not gonna let go. He not gonna let go. I love how the male lead, like, I know I just said this, but I love how the male lead and the ex-boyfriend are butting heads throughout this entire story, especially after the ex-boyfriend finds out that the male lead's trying to court his wife. They butt heads. Like, they used to be, like, okay roommates. They got along pretty well. They would play video games together, and now that the dude knows this dude is all up his ex-boyfriend, he's ready to throw hands. He's ready to throw hands with the male lead, like, every single time. Oh, it's hilarious. And the male lead also gets jealous. Like, he gets full-on jealous whenever the main character kind of gives the ex-boyfriend a step. He gets jealous. Like, the latest scene when the main character came to, I think, pick up the male lead or pick up the ex-boyfriend, he arrives to a bar where both of them were drunk. And the male lead drags the main character to another room and plants one on the main character, being like, why did you come? Why did you come? And, like, plants. And I'm like, oh my, things are getting messy.